Hello everyone, I'm Kevin Garrett, and today I'll be taking a look at the Yoshi Tour. So everything that you need to know in terms of new items, their value, our expectations, and their future value progression, along with all of the exciting new things that this tour has to offer, because this is the culmination of the 2.5-year anniversary celebration of Mario Kart Tour, this beautiful game that we all enjoy. So, if that sounds good to you all, please do share your support with the channel. We're almost at the 1,000 subscriber mark, so every ounce of support that we can get means the world and can excel in what this channel has to offer. Really fun stuff on the horizon here. So we're just opening up the new tour now, and there's the loading screen. So we have the gold Yoshi, and from the Apple Store it was revealed that it doesn't have Egg Hunt in the name. So could that be hinting perhaps at a brand new gold egg item, or is it irrelevant and it's just going to be coin box? So that there's a range of outcomes that we could see here. The Yoshi Valley track looks beautiful. A lot of modifications have been made. There's a half pipe for tricking options, which is unique to this version of Yoshi Valley and really plays in and enhances what Mario Kart Tour is all about, and that is the loadouts, the action counts, the scoring potential. Very unique Mario Kart experience. And we also see the Nabbit in the brand new white Birdo. So Daisy Hills RT, interesting, that hasn't been ranked in a while. And we have Maple Treeway T. So here's my ranking results for week 2 of the Samurai Tour. Hoping to see a good result here. First place, very nice. So everything that I put in to week 1 was what was required to get this week 2 result, and that much will be certain when we go down and look at how the results panned out for that. So we have the King Boo Mii Racing Suit Lucky 7 skill. Look at all those base point additions that we see there. So we're picking up a big stack of rubies and tickets. It's always very nice. Alrighty, so as we can see here, I had a nice comfortable almost 4,000 point lead going into the final day there. It was really set up by the DK Jr. But what was nice is I knew my loadouts were lacking on the brand new Wario Shipyard track. So rather than competing in week 1, which was in my capability of doing, you folks know that I have a level 6 triple capped yellow off-roader, but performing with greater action counts, greater scoring potential is going to solicit within the ranked matchmaking algorithm more difficult opponents in this week. And I knew that this would be the better week, and that the reduction in my scoring potential in the first week would set up a fertile environment for a group in the second week, and that is what indeed ended up happening. Didn't have to pull, didn't have to use any high-end tickets, no super tickets. So I did use a few tickets for the pipe buggy, and I also purchased a few in the shop, but that is a shop progress move that was not necessary, as we can see by the difference in score there. So if you want to learn all of the options that are available to you in your game, come join our Discord. I'll leave a link in the description below, and myself, many of the other veteran members can help you distinguish what your options are and how that will operate within the game systems. We want to see everybody out there succeed in achieving your best personal goals, and there's many different strategies that are out there, and there's many different ways to accomplish those strategies, and that's what we're all about here, folks. So really good stuff. Back up to tier 57. Let's just dive right into the new tour, shall we? Message from the Mario Kart Tour team: the following issue has been addressed. The top portion of the screen may flicker while gliding the record setter. So that's good. That's a previous thing that they had mentioned would be fixed. So yeah, exploring at the end of this tour, or rather expiring, late night here, 2.5-year anniversary. So this is what we're going to be seeing. Interesting. I was curious how they would do this. We saw the gold pipes would be in the preview for the token shop for this tour. Would they do away with the green pipes that we just had? And the answer to that is clearly no, they're not. We're going to have both. And then I was wondering what the cost of those gold pipes would be. I was expecting them to be around 1,000. The fact that it's around 250, I mean, that makes sense because that is the cost of a lot of those high-end tickets, right? But certainly if you pull a gold pipe, you can get something exclusive that's not in those things. So that's why I was thinking perhaps it could be more than that. But 250 seems fair. We'll have to see how many there are and if there is a progressive cost to them. The green ones had a progressive cost, probably will once again on this. That Toad Party Time is going to be brand new to my account. Might be brand new to many of you, especially if you're a newer player, because Toad Party Time hasn't been around in a while. We see the Bruiser Kart, Pink Gold Paper Glider, and Ice Mario. He's been around, so yeah. The Birdo Mii suit. Stay tuned, folks, for the second episode of the Mii Hour. We'll be starting in just a little bit. We're going to get our bearings here in this tour, and then we're going to go into the Mii Hour. But we can see that for the first and second halves of the Yoshi Tour, if you're tier 50 or above, so again, look, these things will return again one day, folks. If you're not yet at tier 50, it's okay. We have to come in first place in order to achieve this. So, yeah, and then the anniversary challenges are still available. So we already obtained those rubies in the Samurai Tour. I don't anticipate seeing any more. Ooh, what's this? Colorful pipe, fire a maximum of 10 times. So it's just a pipe with just these items, is that correct? Yeah, wow. So this is a 20% high-end pipe. Shattering the odds in terms of generosity, but these are standard high ends, mind you. So look, I mean, if you still don't have Birdo Black, which I know some folks commented on my recent free pipe pull extravaganza because I pulled the Black Birdo. If you don't have Black Birdo, you can get her for just 45 rubies now. Or less, actually, because if you do single fires, there's only 10 items and they're all spotlights. So you could get Birdo Black perhaps in just 20 rubies, 25 rubies, 5 if you're really lucky even. So yeah, that's one definitely worth testing your luck out with singles on. And we also see that there are some of these ranked super. So see, when I talk about the Mii suits not being locked permanently, you know, you might reference how some of these ranked super drivers in the past haven't returned. Well, now this blue Birdo is returning. So there is a precedent, a pathway forward for these ranked rewards to come back. And that's just, you know, the way we do it. It's all about patience and using your resources to achieve that what you want. And you know, if you are using your resources very early, that is going to come at a premium in terms of cost. So if you're patient with them, you can do a lot of efficient things with your resources and then just supercharge what you're capable of achieving. So a lot of Mario Kart Tour is about delayed gratification. And certainly if you didn't pull for these things in the past, well, now your chances of obtaining them are better than ever, at least for those items. So here we go. Let's see. The Yoshi Tour has begun. Collect grand stars and see if you can complete all the cups. Well, hopefully we can do that. The Coins Aplenty event will be held on Tuesdays and Saturdays. Very, very good. Okay, we see Lemmy, and there is the Gold Bunny. So this is a brand new cart that's being brought as a Gold Pass gift. It's a topic that deserves attention and the value of Gold Pass, so it's very good to see that they are taking care of their Gold Pass members. It's been a very, very long time since we've seen Gold Pass get any kind of value in terms of exclusive items. Now granted, this is going to be an item that we'll see in future Gold Pipes, I'm very sure of that, but to have immediate access to a brand new item, it's very good if you're a Gold Pass member. So certainly if you haven't used your free trial, maybe it's a consideration to use it on the final day of the tour. Those challenges you can clear even while you're not a Gold Pass member, and then you can activate that free trial for 14 days and obtain that gold bunny. But do keep in mind that you might, if you need it for ranked, you might want to change which day that you would be looking to do that on. And personally, is this cart worth it? We'll take a look at the value on that, but you know, there could be other times that it could be more valuable to use that on. So just some things to keep in mind there. Yeah, so there's the All Cup Rankings badges. I don't imagine that they've changed the daily select, so here we go. Gold Egg Yoshi is here, and what do you think the special skill is going to be? Will it be Coin Box, or will it be a gold egg that has impact and splatters coins around? Let's just go right into it and see. It is just Coin Box, so not much of a surprise there, but it is very good to see. I know a lot of folks out there are going to be wanting to pull for this. I'm so happy for you all. It looks really nice, and certainly if you're a Yoshi fan, this is beautiful. And it will be interesting to see what kind of coverage this Yoshi gets, because Yoshi and Birdo as well have had a significant niche in the game in the first 2 years, in that they've historically had minimal coin box overlap. They're among the top ranking minimal coin box overlap drivers. That is the case with Birdo Black, with Black Yoshi. I mean, even the Super Yoshi, which supers don't see much value anymore, but that has been the precedent. So now we're seeing Yoshi with a coin box. So this has potential now because as is statistically likely, it will receive overlap now with other Yoshi, so that could perhaps dampen the niche of some of those previously low coin box overlap characters, because we see there Yoshi Circuit R is in the level ups. And also interesting starting value here, I just noticed it's quite low. Granted, I mean, it is a 100 pipe spotlight item. Oops, I clicked out of that. So we see that it has 8 tracks of starting value, but that would be 7 in the past. And we know that the greatest amount of value that any item has is on its debut, and then the second most courses that are added is during its second tour. So very critical juncture of Yoshi Gold Egg's lifespan. But once again, Coin Box is a different beast entirely. The amount of courses overall plateaus. It does not reach the same level as that of other skills. Certainly, it's not going to look like a Cat Toad or a DK Jr. And that's because of that premium, right? It's that the Coin Box is the #1 skill in the game. So you can't expect something that's so good to completely dominate coverage. It will have its own unique set of tracks. Certainly this Yoshi Valley, I don't expect to see other coin box drivers there, but we know the Bowser's Castle R has coin box, lots of coin box, right? And yeah, just seeing it, this one does start off with a few good ones though, because we have the Mushroom Gorge, which didn't have a coin box, or I don't believe. It did have many boomerang options, I do believe. And interesting composition there. So that's all stuff that we can continue to track as time progresses. And let's check out. So this gold egg has been available in many gold pipes in the past. That also gained access now to Yoshi Valley. So I mean, the value on the gold egg isn't very significant. It's one of these older items. It debuted in the initial gold pipe, the original one, back in June of 2020. So, but this is new right here, the gold eggshell glider coin plus. They seem to like to pair the coin plus with coin box special skill debuting characters, which is kind of peculiar since the coin plus does not increase the coins obtained from the coin box, and it also serves as a way of blocking the frequency of coin boxes in that position. Shout out to Tabor and his relentless work on optimizing and improving the rankings for gliders. Recently reshuffled the algorithm in terms of the skills, and I agree with most of it. It's all very well done. It's better than the player survey rankings because it does have a more logical and comprehensive outlook on the skill of gliders. And coin is, look, coin is a good skill to have, but it's middle of the pack since it is blocking that premium frequency for obtaining the coin box. So certainly if you can get an item spin, now mind you, it only affects the frequency of single items. It does not affect the chance of obtaining a frenzy, right? Frenzy rates are firm. They exist separately from the glider skill, okay? So ideally, the kind of pull that you would want to get from single items is coin, coin, coin box. Of course, unless, you know, the bots are very aggressive, sometimes you do want to have like a banana or a green shell, something to kind of defend yourself with as that coin box is going. But in an optimal situation where the bots will not be attacking you, it is coin, coin, coin box. So ideal situation, the coin plus skill can create that. But as you're doing runs and resetting repeatedly, the chance of having those ideal situations are taken away when in fact you're just rolling coin, coin, green shell or coin, coin, banana. So all those different combinations. Coin is the most likely and frequent item that you're going to be obtaining in a front run position, and that just further increases the chance of that. So value on that, well, we start off with 9 tracks. So this is more in line with expected value. We could be seeing this again in future gold pipes as well. So that could influence its later term value relative to other debut 100 spotlight pipe gliders. And then the other set is just from the original Egg Hunt set. So this is real old value. This is what it looks like for items that debuted in 2020 and have not received the love in terms of the buffing favor. So those items show their age. You're just going into that pipe for the coin box for the gold egg Yoshi. And I wish you all the best of luck if you are doing so. So the 2-player challenge is back. That's good for getting these tokens. So if you were a player that couldn't clear out the token shop last tour, I know many people couldn't. It was very demanding. Well, now there's an option for that. The 2-player challenge is a good way to get hundreds of tokens in short order. So that's very nice to see. They're going to be on the courses again too, so we don't have to get them by item hits. That's very nice. And then we see here we have the Yoshi Mii suit. So we are getting closer to our Mii hour, everybody, for sure. Ooh, what is this? Are they selling red point boost tickets? Folks, just don't spend your money on this, folks. Just pull on the pipes just like I did. They give you more red tickets than you know what to do with there. That was not very pleasant. That was not. But I mean, look, it's different for everybody. Understandable, right? If you are a player that doesn't have time to enjoy racing on the track, getting the XP and the base points up, then yes, you know, by all means, get the red tickets. Try to get them from the daily selects though, and not spending money on that. I don't really like that. That's the direction that they're going with it, but could be more of a whale thing, right? So for most people, that's probably not a consideration. Anyway, we see the black Turbo Birdo is in a pack, as well as the wild pink. And this is going to be a pack that's going to be very nice for a lot of people because Tanuki Rosalina, we put out the huge value alert. She's been locked away since then. So this is your chance to obtain her. And the Tanuki Kart, you know, if you saw my pipe polls for the yellow off-roader, Tanuki Kart and when combined with its level 8 coverage, let's actually see if it got more buffs. Yeah, so it got the Yoshi Valley. So, I mean, that along with the Rambi Runner is going to really be your top 2 carts. Like, if you just need 2 carts to power your account, those 2 provide you with the most coverage. And we know what Tanuki Rosalina has been through. Look at all these paywalls, folks. Sky Gardens, LA Laps, Wario Shipyard, Yoshi Valley, Bowser's Castle. It's just been on and on and on, and we knew that was going to happen. So if you polled, you know, you don't have to think about spending the money now. But of course, the money is for the rubies. It's just that they are sweetening it by providing those exclusive items. Okie dokie. Let's take a look at the shop. And we'll take a look at, actually we'll save that for the Mii hour. So we see that there's now access to all of these. Interesting to see now that Luigi's Mii suit is being offered for rubies, when that was in fact a tour gift. I don't know how I feel about that, but I mean, they're making it accessible. So see, look, these ranked ones that are locked away, they could end up right in this distribution here, folks. They could. If they're going to do it with the free one, they could do it with the ranked one. Maybe it will be at a premium, or again, you know, non-spotlight pipe, that sort of thing. So expect it some point down the road, not immediately, because they want to enhance the FOMO. If they start giving away like the Rosalina Mii suit now, it's not going to have FOMO for, hey, I have to pull to do better in ranked for the Birdo one. But folks who follow this channel, you know, you're wise to all that stuff. You don't fall for those predatory tactics, and I'm proud of you for that. So here we go. There's only one. Okay, so that's why it's only 250 tokens. But wow, only one. And how many of these are there? Well, it could be just as many as last time. I overlooked that when I was going through the tour. But we see there's a full set of tickets here, and it looks like for discounted rates too, because 120 tokens is definitely a bargain for their token economy here for the high-end set, and 150 only for that point cap driver ticket for the high-end. So that's all very good. Daily selects, another wash. Oh, daily selects have not been good, but Baby Daisy is in ranked, I do believe. So yeah, there she is once again. So I have a high-end driver ticket right there. Strawberry Donut is going to be in ranked in the Red Bee Dasher. So we have some good loadouts going on. We'll have to go take a look at ranked mode. But before we do the ranked mode, let's go over and have our Mii hour. So let's do our quick little reset here. Thank you everybody for joining me for the Mii hour. This is your opportunity to get a condensed set of information on the latest buffs and the direction of the Mii Racing Suits so that you can best inform your gameplay decisions on whether or not you want to invest into these things. Are they worth it? The jury is still out on that, right? We're collecting the data, and that's what this whole dialogue is all about. And we have a lot of fun with that. So let's just start off right away. We have the red Mii Racing Suit. Now everybody has this, right? As soon as you logged in, this is the one you tied to your Mii account. Had 7 tracks of value at start, and it didn't receive any new ones. So what we see here is it picked up 1 new track. It picked up the Donut Plains 2. So now it has 8 tracks of value. So still, it's a long road to haul for this one, and I don't think that this free suit is going to possess anywhere near the value that the projection I initially had of that like 18 to 22 track range for many of the Mii Racing Suits. This one's not going to get there, folks. It's just, there's not enough tracks and buffs and time with this item, and it makes sense, right? If we think about the context to it and that everyone has it, and it's going to get tracks like the Donut Plains 2 that have been around the block. So still very good to see. And also it had 7 tracks of middle shelf value, and we see it picked up a middle shelf. So that's the Daisy Hills RT, which it could have, if it's the Mii Cup, then it can receive the shelf boost and be top shelf. So what I've been seeing is that, and we'll confirm that here as I go through this, is that the items that have a lower favorite course value for these Mii suits have greater favored course or middle shelf values. So the ones like the DK Mii suit that we'll take a look at in just a moment, much more middle shelf than the ones that receive the top shelf favor, like, you know, the Toad or the Mario. So this Mario Mii Racing Suit now, that had 9 tracks of value. And we see here, it still has the 9. It got no buffs. So yeah, that's in terms of the progression of value here. I mean, that reduces the ceiling even more now, because just like how I have said in all of my content, that the most amount of courses that any item has statistically on average is going to be greatest for its debut tour, followed by its second tour. That's when it's going to get added the most amount of buffs on average. It's not universal, mind you. There are some things that receive more buffs in its third tour. Generally, you won't see much beyond the third tour. So here to see that this received no new tracks in its third tour spells some finality to its value. I'm not going to say this is fully realized, because it's not fully realized value, but it just, the limit to what these can do is very, very apparent. It's become that way. So this had 6 tracks of middle shelf value, and we still see it still has these same 6. So there's not going to be an expansion done for this one in way of the Mii Cups and that ranked top shelf boost that it could see. So same deal here for the Peach Mii Racing Suit. It had 9 favorite courses and 6 favorite courses. So let's see what happened here. Well, it looks like Peach got a buff. She got a ranked buff, and that's Daisy Hills RT. So she's up to 10 tracks now. It's a returning retro ranked. It's not a paywall. But you know, that's to be expected for an item that has a direct transaction that you can do to obtain it, right? It's not one of those spotlights or non-spotlight things that you have to go deep into a pipe for. So it's not really going to see the paywall buffing favor there. But having this now up to 10 tracks, you know, 1 track of added value in its third tour is... Now we take a look at the middle shelf, and we see it also got a middle shelf buff, so Donut Plains 2. So Peach is an early winner, but winning is very limited and relative, as we can see there. So once again, same deal with the Toad Mii Racing Suit. 9 tracks, and it still has 9, so no buffs there. And wow, it picked up 2 middle shelf buffs, so the Maple Treeway R is unique to this one so far. Donut Plains 2 is the same as the one that Peach Mii Racing Suit obtained. So now we have the Luigi Racing Suit, who is now for sale, but it was free. It was a tour gift for free. So please, folks, don't spend your rubies on that one. Even, look, interesting that they gave it the buff, though. So it's up to 8 tracks now. They gave it a buff now that they're selling it. But most people are going to have this for free. If you missed out on it, though, this is not one that you want to get into now. It's not. So if by chance you did not play that tour, you didn't obtain the Luigi from the tour gift, this is not one that you're going to want to purchase for those rubies. It's just not worth it, because the entry to obtaining it, too many accounts have this now, and the value has catch up to do. And catch up at a point when it's not warranting it from the developers. And we can see here it got more buffs than did Toad and Mario, and it's still behind, still only has 8. So quite a lot of middle shelf added, though, because like I said, remember the correlation, right? Lesser favorite courses, more favored middle shelf courses. That's how they're handling these Mii suits, and that's a way for them to squeak in and kind of equalize the value on these things. But remember, that is entirely dependent upon the Mii Cup. So that's going to be problematic, and you can't control your game around it, okay? You can't call into Intern 4, patch him in and say, I need a salad, bro, give me the Mii Cup for this rank. It doesn't work that way, okay? It could be anytime, so you're at their mercy is what I'm saying there. Anyway, Rosalina's Mii suit. So this is going to be an interesting one. This was the first ranked reward, and it received a brand new paywall track in its second tour. So immediately I'm thinking with that King Boo Mii Racing Suit that perhaps it will get a ranked Yoshi Valley. We're going to take a look at that in just a moment. But let's see if this gets continued favor. I don't expect that it will. I expect it to get a buff, but not the ranked one. So we see Rainbow Road, that could be ranked in week 2. I haven't looked at that yet, but it's not a new paywall track. So to get the buff, it's up to 9 tracks now. And let's see, picked up 2. So interesting, if the Mii Cup was in week 2, then it could get the Yoshi Valley T on the cup boost. And if not, it could get that in the future, just if it were in the Mii Cup. So yeah, that's kind of like a subtle way. So then I wonder if then the next tour, like let's say if King Boo's Mii suit gets outright favorite course value for one of the Yoshi Valleys, the next tour, I would imagine one of the paywall tracks will be in the middle shelf. So, you know, we kind of like uncover what the underlying mechanism is for how they're doing these buffs. And then yeah, I disseminate that right here. You know, I just study it all and then rapid fire observation. Really great format. I love this. Hopefully you folks enjoy. If you enjoy the Mii Hour, smash that like button. It helps a lot. All right, so here we go. Here's Morton, folks. The DK Mii suit, right? Did it get anything? It didn't get anything. And here's a funny thing that I neglected to mention, actually, is that I had said the coin box overlap for this, 5/6 of its tracks are coin box overlaps, right? And I said that the Choco Island 1RT is clean. There's no coin box there. But in fact, the gold Mii suit will have Choco Island 1RT. So it's 100% coin box overlap. Now, granted, vast majority of the viewing audience, myself included, I'm not going to make it to tier 80 anytime soon. So, I mean, the relevance of this niche still exists. But when I told you folks, don't buy the DK Mii suit, I meant business. I mean, looking at, okay, this special skill to gain access and entry into this for just 70 rubies that first tour, they weren't going to do anything with this value. I was very confident on that. I have fun racing with this one in multiplayer when it comes up, just because like I'm a DK fan and I use my Mii with it, but it's like, I'm not going to invest tickets into this. Look at this, folks. Still level 1 on my account. I'm not a sucker for that sort of thing. And, you know, always, I practice what I preach here. When I talk about the patience and stuff, it's like, you know, to the nth degree that we do it here. Anyway, I mean, look, this is more confirmation, though, that it picked up the airship fortresses now for the middle shelf value. So this one does have a lot of Mii Cup buffing favorability. Also picked up, yeah, so it's, what's that, at 9 middle shelves. I mean, that's significant for only having the 6 top shelf value, but for that meat and potatoes guaranteed value, you're not gonna find it here, not at all. So, we have the bronze Mii suit now. The bronze suit had 10 courses of value and it still has 10. So they've already waved goodbye to this one. They said, folks, early entry into this one, we'll give it the buffs up front and it's not going anywhere. So still has the 6, actually it picked up the 2. So it had 4 actually. This is one of the ones, slightly different trends with the bronze, silver, and gold in terms of the middle shelf ones, where there's more middle shelf for the gold one, even though it has more favorite courses. And that is because they're attached to those challenge boards. These are not ones that we can purchase as of yet, and not for a long time to come, mind you. So, but there you go. The silver suit, did that pick up a track? Yes, it did. It picked up the airship fortress. So that's now one-upping the bronze suit by 1 track. So this one now has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 courses of value. It did pick up Airship Fortress T and R also, so that's 2 buffs for the middle shelf, mind you. So that one can potentially be covering the entire Airship Fortress series of tracks. Now it's the gold Mii suit. This is the creme de la creme, right? The one that a lot of folks out there, especially if you are a long-time competing player, this is what you want to hear my analysis on, right? Had 12 courses of value and it had 6 middle shelf, although the middle shelf still does factor, even for those folks up in the nosebleed. So let's see what's going on here. And when you look at that, it picked up overlap to the Yoshi Gold Egg. Wow, that is ruthless for the value of the Yoshi Gold Egg. Because if you're pulling for that and you're in line to get this, that really neutralizes the value of the Yoshi Gold Egg, given the bonus points multiplier for the bonus points boost is so much greater for the gold Mii Racing Suit, and Yoshi is a middleweight, so this is comparable. Picked up Rainbow Road also, which is a very coin box heavy track, but it's a great track. So this is going to really destroy that scoring ceiling there. So that's 2 really good buffs, up to 14 tracks now. So this is the one that's charting the closest to that 18 to 22 range that I was forecasting, and looks right on point for that, folks. Really solid estimation there. And we can see that it picked up 2 middle shelf, so it's now up to 8 middle shelf courses. Rainbow Road T, which is a very big scoring course, as well as Yoshi Valley R, which is likely not going to be the ranked version, but may be coming back soon in ranked. Perhaps maybe in time for the Mii Cup, when that becomes available early on in its lifespan. So let's go on to the ones that were introduced now in the last tour. So this is the Boo Mii Racing Suit. I just got it in the ranked reward for week 2. Had 6 courses of top shelf value, and we can see it picked up Maple Treeway as well as Maple Treeway RT. So that's 2 buffs, and that's a non-paywall. So this is diverting slightly now from the Rosalina's Mii suit, where the Rosalina's Mii suit picked up the paywall track. So maybe it will just specifically be targeting these ranked courses and not the paywall. I can see that happening because it is kind of a very cheap precedent to give entry. I mean, this costs nothing. If you just use your resources well, you don't even have to pull to win a ranked mode. If you do proper ranked algorithm matchmaking spotting with your account, and you can gain the proper terrain to get yourself a cheap and easy ranked mode. And then you can obtain this for not having spent tickets or rubies, and then if they have that on paywall tracks, it's like, I mean, you're completely subverting the whole system here, and that's the kind of stuff that we look to do, absolutely. But it's good to see that they are balancing that, and it's not just like completely giving away the keys to some new stuff. I like to see that, and it has the Yoshi Valley T and R as the middle shelf buffs. Now we have the King Bomb suit. Now this one started off with 8 tracks. This was very meaty, and now we see it's up to 10. So it picked up both Airship Fortresses, just like one of the other suits that we just looked at. So this one's on the fast track to obtaining a lot of courses. This is now gone beyond that of the Mario, Peach, and Toad suits, which were at 9 after their second tour, but we see that they've been held up there at this point. So the King Bomb suit will likely be held up after this tour, and it picked up the Airship Fortress for the middle shelf, and you see that it only had 5 values. So I mean, this is the confirmation once again, folks. We have a real good pulse on these Miis. So everything that you need to know is in this one segment, and you can project this forward to, we know that the Nabbit Mii suit is coming in the next tour, right? So let's take a look at what the Yoshi Mii starting value is. So starts off with 7 courses. It's right in the middle. It's not on the low end. It's not on the very high end, that's for sure. It does appear to have ranked for week 2, which is relevant. It also has ranked for week 1 on one of the older retros. So And it also level unlocks, so it's a multi-ranked use in week 1 as well if you take it up to level 3. So that's how they do that. I mean, they want you to burn your resources up front, something that's not going to have very much fully realized value. That's why it's a pay-to-win move. I mean, when I come on and I say you can take the Miis or leave the Miis, you'll be fine either way. It's because I know that if you're using all of your resources on this to unlock that track and to perform in this ranked mode, you're going to regret it months down the line when there's all these different items that you have access to on your accounts and you wish that you had the tickets and didn't use them on a Mii suit that has, like, you know, 14 tracks of value, just ballparking it, right? So that's going to be the end-term solution for these items, and I really want you folks to think about that before you make the big moves on them. Certainly, you don't want to be hurt months later. You know, it's all about crafting your long-term. And now we have the Birdo Mii Racing Suit, which this is going to be ranked 7 tracks of value. Looks like it will get the week 2. So if you're going to get it in week 1, that will help you out in week 2. That's pretty interesting. So it will be interesting to see the level unlocks too for what that does for the week 2 courses. If that Maple Treeway RT is there, or one of the other ones. But interesting to note that has a couple of DK Junior overlaps, just myself looking at that there. So anyway, in 5 middle shelf courses. So we can see, you know, when it starts off with less, it gets more of those middle shelves. I do hope you all found all of this data to be completely eye-opening to you. And if you do, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel, because this is the kind of content that we do, and it will help take your game to the next level. I learn from you just as much as you folks learn from me, and our dialogue, both in the comments and on the Discord, is wonderful, and I'm so thankful to have all of you to share this wonderful game with. So take care, everybody. Wow. It's really amazing to see how this is progressing forward, and it really does show that they respect the balance of their game. This is good for me to see, honestly. I like to see that they are revering the value of the items that you still obtain in the pipes, that you buy in the bundles, right? It's that these Miis are not going to just run over the entire metagame. That would be so disastrous. And I was really concerned early on. And the whole thing is, proper game balance is done by presenting the impression, the false impression, mind you, of like something is greater than everything else. That's to get you to you know, pull out the credit card or whatever to go all in on them. But when it's actually tangibly possible for that item to do that, it's important for them to restrict that, and restrict it to a great degree in order so that they can still have balance and still maintain the niches of everything else, as I always say, right? It's because everything else matters to them. That's so much of their economy, and just, you can't do away with that with this like new little gimmick, right? Anyway, let's take a look at ranked mode and see what's going on here. We have the Peachette Cup, so there's no Mii Cup, and it looks like the Mii Cup is 1 over, so there's not going to be a Mii Cup for ranked mode, folks. This is what I was telling you about. Like, we're not going to have 10 Mii Cups for ranked in the year 2022. I mean, it's going to be sporadic, right? It's not going to be a ranked thing every time. So, Yoshi Valley, we did it, folks. Oh, I was telling my folks on Discord, I said, my soul needs this, okay? DK Junior, it's not been easy for the Kong fans. Like, look, I am so happy for everybody, tour after tour. I love the new content, first of all. I love all of these new tracks. They're beautiful, beautiful, right? I love seeing like the Shy Guy fans are taken care of, the Yoshi fans are taken care of. It's like, you know, at some point you need to be fulfilled a little bit yourself personally, right? And it's been 20 months, folks. I have 50 high-end driver tickets, and I have, you know, where the rubies are at. I don't want to say it. So, and that's all just waiting for the next thing. It's been almost 2 years, folks. I don't know if many people can really comprehend what that means. So it's like this right here, that keeps me juiced up, okay? That's what energizes me, okay? And you know, I am very appreciative that the devs are conscious enough to show those Kong fans that they have long forsaken, right? In the way of new content, just throwing us bones here and there regularly. I know a lot of folks are tired of seeing that, but it's, you know, what they've done to that series, the franchise, the characters, is very unfortunate. If it was your thing that you wanted, you wouldn't be playing this anymore. I do it because, look, I love the community, right? I mean, it's the community. I don't like to focus too much on like I focus on the X's and O's of the game so that way I can help so many people out, but it's like getting emotionally attached. You've seen the highs and lows, and a lot of lows from last year anyway, with missing out on the content for that. So just to see that that's carried forward a little bit longer, I think what I told the folks on my Discord with this is that this is the last one I really want to see DK Jr. get. I'm serious about this now. You know, we're at that point now, we're in April, late May, perhaps early June, somewhere around then. I'd like to see, hopefully they have something planned for the Kongs, a new one, mind you, something that we can use rubies on, we can use tickets on, give it whole new coverage. And it's like, let's take DK Jr. out of this like crazy buffing cycle that it's in, right? I mean, very fortunate for that, of course, but hopefully this is the last one it gets, and then it will be preceded by brand new Kong content in the next month or two. That would be music to my ears. This is going to carry me through. So, wow, the carrot cart. Oh my goodness. So we're going to be gunning for this week. Middle shelf glider. The golden wings. Wow, they are really taking off. That was a non-spotlight item. So that's the effect of the non-spotlight special pipe versus the spotlight special pipe. So we see here that Pink Shy Guy has the early buffing favor. That is completely standard. That's to a T. These spotlight items get the paywall buffing favor early in their lifespan. But what does that mean for its late-term value? Doesn't speak too highly for it, but Pink Shy Guy is going to be taken care of. Make no mistake about that. It's not going to be a coverage superstar, right? Because the cost for entry into this was way too low. It has a premium plus special skill too, but it's going to be taken care of. So we see here, picked up 3 buffs, so that's now 13 courses. Very good, especially because it was the paywalled one, and actually Airship Fortress T. King Balam Gold track, but that's a very massive action count track. So if you invested into this, that will actually be interesting to test with Coinbox versus Giant Banana, because that's a very narrow pathway for a lot of that. That could be really good for Giant Banana. A lot of fun for you folks. You can share on the Discord, share in the comments here. How do you do if you invested into the Pink Shy Guy? What kind of action counts are you getting with that, right? And we have Rosalina Tanuki too, of course, as we already saw. So yeah, the loadout there looks really swell. So now I'm thinking, okay, what am I going to do for the rest of this ranked? I already came in first, so this one is going to be a challenging one. I have a lot of options here. Wow. So we can take the Shy Guy to 6. I could perhaps invest into this guy. I haven't yet. I mean, the ranked ones, I mean, he's certainly, if you want to get value on your account, this is a super to invest into for sure. I mean, this is the standard. It's, you know, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 courses, and that's a Mii assumed value on that too. So, but I mean, I also have the red Yoshi there as well. And the black Yoshi, which and the Peachette too. Wow, but I'm not going to invest into the Peachette, that's for sure. But interesting. I'll have to go through the bonus points. Make use of my. I'll put a card up in the video above here on everything you need to know about level 8. I have the bonus points boost. You can compare, so you can say, hey, you know, how much do I need to invest into a super for it to eclipse the value of a level 5 800 base points high end? And just the quick way to go about this is we know it's going to be 1%, so it's going to be 8, since that's 1% of 800, times that times 4 bonus multiplier. So this is going to be 32 bonus points boost per action. Very easy to see. That's how you calculate it, folks. So you don't even need the chart if you're comfortable with the math, which just explained to you very easily there. But certainly, you know, like 6.75 times, you know, 5, it's okay, that's 30 something, right? It's, you know, give or take there. So it's going to be very close. This would need to be a level 6 pit crew yellow toad. And with capping and also factoring giant banana there, that's what it looks like it would take in order for me to eclipse. That's without even using the chart. So I don't know if I have a lot of super driver tickets, and let's put it this way, if I need to win this week, that's what I'll do. So I'll pay that one forward, but we have the red B Dasher and we have this glider. So wow, but do keep in mind, folks, this has come out from the data gurus in the community that Banana Plus glider no longer boosts the banana accuracies of giant bananas. So just a slight little nerf there, but I mean, that could be an amazing loadout for sure. So Maple Treeway Tea, this is one where I'm probably going to see, I don't have a cart. Yeah, I don't have a cart, and I have avoided purchasing the macaron. So did I shoot myself in the foot? Maybe, but I still stand by that macaron is not worth the 10,000 coins anyway. The Wild Pink is all clear pipe. It's standard. You could get it from the pack too if you so choose. Everything else looks like it's locked up, so just the macaron and the Wild Pink could be all clear pipe, but otherwise I'm using that middle shelf Chemex Zoom Broom there. But we have the Strawberry Donut Glider, which is very strong in my inventory. You also see, I mean, this is like a heavy hitter, who's who in gliders. The Dream Glider, the Silver Star Shoot, but I mean, that Strawberry Donut is so strong on the spreadsheet. So yeah, that's what we're looking at here. Hopefully on the strength of having DK Jr. with a cart, that amazing Daisy Hills, it's looking more like I'm gonna have to rely on investing into that one, perhaps, and then you know, Maple Tree, well, I'll just have to hold serve with and see what happens there. Anyway, very interesting ranked for sure, since week 2 is not going to be that friendly to me. We do see Bowser's Castle here, and this is the Fire Bro Cup, so he's being boosted into this. DK Mii suit, once again in rank. So see, this is like, you know, if you do invest into these things, even though the value is paltry on it, you know, they're finding ways to keep it alive, but that's for now, folks. Keep in mind, they're not adding new courses to its value, so it's on the clock. Okay, so we have that level 4 high-end Gold Shy guy. Don't have a cart here. It's the middle shelf off-roader and then a level 1. So this, you know, this is a decent score. I could get like 20K or so on this track, but you know, that's not going to be one where we're going to say, hey, this is going to carry us forward. So here we go. We have the Birdo Black, and there's the Steel Driver. So when I pulled that in the all clear pipe, I knew that there were some courses that level would help me on. This is one of them. Otherwise, I'd be going with the Black Dozer on that. And we have the Silver Star Shoot. So that's kind of a strong loadout, but middle of the road kind of strong. So here we go. We have nothing for this one, and we see. Let's take a look actually at Birdo White Triple Mushrooms. It falls in line with the value of the White Yoshi. Now, you might be wondering, is this going to be the driver of 2022 the way that Birdo Black was for 2021? And it's very possible, folks. Considering like what's available in the pipes, we have the gold coin box Yoshi that's coming into the game, and this is sharing the spotlight with Nabbit, who was once a force in the game, but it's a standard high-end. It's been released so many times. So, you know, Birdo White, I don't know if this is going to match the astronomical heights that Birdo Black did in terms of like being the #1 driver, but like far and away like crushing it in terms of like the raw score in the algorithm. This is going to be a good character. It's going to be a good character. Its starting value, I mean, this kind of looks a little similar to that Peach Yukata last tour, right? Starts off with 9 tracks. You know, has ranked favor initially, but it's gonna be well taken care of. You know, because we know that White Yoshi has a number of courses. And look, the minions do get favored more. I mean, that's like kind of like why we see what's going on with DK Jr., right? Like Waluigi Vampire, you know. There will be buffing favor to this. Will it be the #1 driver? Possibly, but it's not a guarantee. I don't, you know, there's no way, even, you know, with all the insights that we have to say, like right now, that will be the #1 driver, but it will be good. It will take care of you many times in the future, more than the Gold Egg Yoshi will, that's for sure. But otherwise, we see a lot of it's the Mii suits here. Recent spotlights: Mario, Luigi, as well as the Penguin, Toadette. So here, yeah, middle shelf, and middle shelf. So week 2 is going to be a wash. That will be good for cleansing the palette going into week 1 of next tour for me. And then it's just like, I mean, this week 1 is high stakes stuff here. So I might empty the clip a little bit with tickets if needed, but we'll see. You know, the DK Jr. alone might carry things. So let's just go for a run now, actually. Let's just go into it. See what we can do on one run. Look, I really like the look of that loadout, right? With the carrot cart and the Starshoot glider. You know, it's middle shelf, so I'm only going to be capping out at 30 bonus points per action on that. Wow, there's like a little wooden board up there. So I think the best multiplayer line is like somewhere over here. I'm not familiar exactly with the Mario Kart 8 version of it. But obviously it's going to be a lot of fun to see which pathway is the best for score, right? So here we pick up a Banana Frenzy. We're going to do the half pipe just for fun, just to see what that's all about. Oh wow, there's another half pipe. Wow, the water looks gorgeous there. Oh my goodness. Wow, this is just beautiful. They have done so well on these tracks. It's just, oh my goodness. So we're going to hit by the red. We almost have 10K too, so let's go over here and see. Well, actually, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Come back to the middle and see what's going on here. Wow, there's so many different paths. So there's a tunnel here. I don't even know. This probably was not a smart way to go with the triple banana. Wow, that felt like a really good shortcut, though. I don't know if, in fact, that was a shortcut at all, but it feels like I moved up in my placement a bit. But it's kind of weird to catch up. Once you fall behind in this, it's like you could probably have to take the... I remember that actually from the N64. That's funny. So we're not going to get first on this run. But that's okay. We still end up with 22K though. That's almost 23K. Not even first place. Double Frenzy run, banana and triple banana. Got essentially no hits with that second triple banana frenzy though. So yeah, pretty cool stuff there. Let's see, is any, oh wow, 69K already, but that's manageable. They have a level 4 pink Shy Guy. Alright, so I think what I'll do now, I'm starting to lose my voice here a little bit, folks. We're still working to get back on our feet. I am going to do today's challenge, and then perhaps we'll just launch a free pipe or two. We'll see if I can get the first free pipe and the first token shop pipe. Yep. So, this tour has a lot to offer. I'm still amazed by that Yoshi Valley. That was just beautiful to behold, and I'm going to have to race through that so many times to really kind of master it. And I'm looking forward to that journey and appreciating just what that course is. I mean, it's like, to think of other courses out there that have, you know, a lot of different kinds of routes, like the Wario stadiums of the world. There's so much potential in Mario Kart Tour, there really is, and just to see them, they don't rest on their laurels, they just keep going with it, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful to see. So thankful to still be playing Mario Kart Tour almost 3 years into its lifespan. I didn't start off right away, of course. I was a pandemic player. So I started in April of 2020. I took some time off in that summer just because the game wasn't very friendly free to play, and now it's amazing. You know, if you're free to play, if you are a paying player, there's so many options either way. You know, obviously there's more options if you pay, but definitely free playing is there's a lot of noble things that you can do in the game, right? Just takes a little bit of patience and know-how to see it all through. Ooh, that lightning might help, especially because we pick up the shroom, and I was invincible for that. Perfect. So, yes, we get the first place. Very clutch timing on the lightning there. So let's see, what are we going to pick up here? Well, it wasn't rubies, I don't think. It's the green pipes. I hope it's not item tickets. I got those almost every day last tour. 500 coins. That's a nice sight to see. Okay. So we have 29 tokens now. And let me also check out the grand stars for the first free pipe. So I need 9. So if I do 5, I can use the 4, and that will count towards this thing up at the very top. So when you're a free-to-play player, you need 4 star tickets for that high-end ticket at the top. So let me see. Let me use like Coinbox on a track or something, right? Let's see what's out there. Let's see. Is there Coinbox? Yeah, I have Hakama on this one. But it's going to be a low score. Oh, Candlelight Flight got the buff. That's very nice to see. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're going to go with this, though, because this is going to pull in a much nicer score. Unfortunately, going to have to go with the Banana Glider, which hopefully it won't block coin boxes from occurring. So hopefully the bots play nice and the luck is good. We can get a few coin boxes and take care of it all on this one race. That would be nice. So we're in a good position to pick up the coin box frenzy, but we didn't. That's okay, I suppose. So we're going for those greens, a little pivoting there. Kept the combo, which is good. Always trying to get those greens. Trying to go through the daily play and get it all, you know, in the minimum amount. It's a very common thing for all of us now, isn't it? So we lost combo from the red shell. Very nice of them not to steal more than one of those green tokens. And also very nice of them to run into the bullet bill, giving us first place. And now a coin frenzy, yay. This is good, folks. I think we might be able to get through this. Missed the green token, but I wanted the Ultra Mini. Okay, I thought I got greedy there. Nope, we kept the combo, very nice. Okie dokie. Oh, another frenzy. Okay, well. Wow, and we did get a shock dodge, but I did miss a couple of those green tokens, so hopefully that doesn't cost us. I feel like we got a lot of them though. We only need 21, 27. We did it, folks. We did it. All right, that's awesome. That is awesome. So, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna collect some of these gifts. We're gonna go to the shop and we are going to fire off our first of these. And perhaps I'll come on and do it like I did last time and fire off a whole bunch. If that sounds good to you, let me know in the comments or just mash the thumbs up button on this and that will tell me like you just wanna see more content. So here we go, first pipe up. What's it gonna be? We have a green pipe. All right. Green's not bad though. I like, that's where you get all the resource pulls from. So, glider points cap. That's fine. That's fine. Having it be for the glider, I have many of them at level 7. We saw the banana parafoil. I have triple cap, but I'd like to do that for a few of the other ones. So that's not a bad pull. Yeah, it's up to 60 now. So. It might be the full set again. It might be. Let's see, did it say actually in the news? I don't know if it said specifically. It didn't specify. Yeah, I mean, I didn't think I missed reading anything. It felt short enough. Did it say here? Nope, it did not. So, it could be the same. We'll have to see. Maybe just grind away and see where the limit is to that. Anyway, let's use the star tickets. Actually, only needed 2 there because of the bingo card gave me a couple. So here we go. Can we get Yoshi Gold Egg on a free pipe? That would be incredible. I'd lose my mind really if that happens. It's a green one, so we would really lose our mind. It's probably just going to be a normal though. Maybe Baby Daisy. Oh, whoa, that is really nice, folks. That makes my day. Smash the thumbs up button for the DK. That is awesome. Yes. All right. That's a good sign, folks. Really happy about that. Anyway, I hope you all enjoy this tour. Wish you the best of luck in your pipe pulls and enjoy Yoshi Valley. It's gorgeous, exploring all the different routes, finding out which ones are best for combo, which ones are best for multiplayer to get to the finish line before all of your rivals. And I'll be seeing you soon. I'm gonna rest up the voice now and take care everybody. Be well, stay safe, and take care of yourself and all those around you. Bye-bye.